So the next question, there's a couple actually which I'm going to combine because I want to get on to listening to questions from the audience. The two questions are, what are the most useful skills you've used, and what do you wish you'd learned at school? So I would combine those two and say, what's the most important thing you know, and do you think you could learn that at school, or is that something you learned from outside? And I'm going to go back up to the other end and start with Mary again.
Thank you. Those are great questions. Again, the most useful skills that I found you need in this industry, it's kind of about three things. It's one, well, I think about Keenan because I know Keenan and I've seen the things that have made him successful, and I think you have to be really passionate that this is the business you want to be in, and I think that's something that makes people in fashion stand out, is people that really want to be in fashion, really love it, and are excited to do whatever it takes to be in this field. And that's what I see when I have interns at GenArt that come in, and the people that stand out are usually fashion students, and usually, are there to hustle and learn and do whatever needs to be done. So I think it's really important to be passionate and really willing to work hard and do, put in the time and do the work and learn from people. And again, it's back to the people thing, learning from other people, talking to people. And then something that Keenan has been so great about, besides working really hard and being passionate, is Keenan picks up the phone and just calls people and looks for opportunity. And that's something that I think probably everyone at this table has had to do, is just, if you want something, pick up the phone and call people and see how you can help them help you. And I just had an intern who really wanted to help me, and she actually came to my home and sat at my kitchen table. I was working on a side project, she's in my home, there's children running around. It's not an ideal environment, it's a very small place, but she came every day and really hustled and really helped me, and I've been really helping her now with her jewelry business because she showed such passion and such a willingness to work hard, and a willingness to, again, pick up the phone and ask me for the opportunity. So, I don't know if those are skills as much as traits, but those are those. Wasn't me. And I guess the thing I really wish I'd learned in school was, I never did an internship, and I think I would have maybe even gotten into what I wanted to do quicker if I had. And it's, that willingness to, again, step in and prove yourself and meet people and show that this is really what you want to do. And you get all that opportunity through an internship, and this industry is really built on that, on going and working with a designer, or working with, finding mentors, like Natalia said, in the industry that you want to be in. And I think that's something that if I would have taken those opportunities sooner, and I would have gotten here even more quickly.
I think in terms of useful skills, looking for that opportunity, I kind of, Mary alluded to it, I kind of think that is a skill in itself. And I'll tell you a little story. I'm hosting this TV show at the moment, and we broadcast from Fashion Week, so we were running around interviewing various designers. And I went to the Tommy Hilfiger show, which was a fantastic, opulent show uptown at the Lincoln Center, and interviewed Tommy and interviewed a whole host of celebrities there. But while a lot of the media were crazily going after Hilary Swank, who most of them weren't going to get a chance to interview because she wasn't doing interviews, I saw Terry Lundgren. And for those of you who don't know, Terry Lundgren's the CEO of Federated Department Stores. So I went up to Terry and I said, "Hey, Mr. Lundgren, can I interview you?" And he was like, "Wow, yeah, okay." And he was very happy to chat. Really, my motivation in doing that was, first of all, to get a business point of view on the screen, because everybody was talking about the sort of puff piece of Tommy and, the brand and the identity and all of that. And I kind of wanted to talk to Terry about the business and how well it's doing since it's been repositioned as an exclusive brand at Macy's. But the other motivation for me was to make a connection with Terry Lundgren, because I know once I've talked to him and he's been on this TV show, I can send him a link to the website, and straight away, I have a relationship with Terry Lundgren. Now, that is something that I think, from a designer's point of view, you have to cultivate that. You have to figure out a way to see an opportunity and make a connection. Something may not happen from it, but as Mary said, picking up the phone doesn't do you any harm most of the time. It doesn't damage your reputation, because I think the people that you're reaching out to will probably admire you for doing it. It can be quite a ballsy thing to send an email directly to the president of a major corporation, but it's actually kind of a buzz when you get a response from them. And they may say, thank you very much, we're not really interested right now. Or they may say, wow, we love what you're doing, and that's a fantastic idea, let's meet. And often these people, they're very smart. They'll meet with you, because if you've got a good idea, they want to hear about it. They may not follow through with it, but they definitely want to hear about it. They don't want to miss an opportunity. And I think as in any aspect of where creativity meets commerce, which is essentially what we're all in, you need to be looking for that opportunity, and you need to develop that skill and kind of sort of figure out how to do that. And it's something that I think each person individually figures out themselves. It's not appropriate for a lot of people to be so straightforward and so kind of proactive in that way. It's not for everyone, but for those of you who feel comfortable doing it, I think it's a great thing to do. That's something that I didn't really learn that in school. It's something that I wish I'd been told in school. I would have kind of jumped on it probably much quicker. Getting back to the second question, which is what were you taught in school that maybe you weren't paying attention to much? In my case, it was really the business side of things. It was how to design and turn that into a product. And I think, for any of you that study the business aspect of the fashion industry, it's really good to pay attention to that. If I met myself 20 years ago, I'd whack myself around the head a few times and say, listen, go to those classes, don't leave when there's a break and don't come back and go to the coffee shop or whatever, stay and pay attention, because that you really need to know as much as the design stuff.